Eartha
So
Kitt, Lee Merriweather, Julie Newmar.
yeah,
Hey,
Adam West was a man. Well, speaking
mhm.
of Adam West and the different years of superheroes and times past, one thing that's very very interesting, how times change and the suit seems to change with the times. Um, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I mean, if you, for instance, let's just take Superman. There's so many different changes with that outfit. Um, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about going from comic book and just totally changing the look or the slow change? Do you like the
Well,
slow
yeah,
change better? Or you just totally something different?
his changes were kind of they weren't that big. His changes,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I guess the DC got tired of all the jokes about their superheroes wearing their underwear on the outside. So they're like, okay, get rid of it and just. Uh, but people do miss the traditional suit, but he really hasn't changed that much. It's still blue. It's still red.
Right, right,
It's when they take like the original X-Men series, and no one's in a costume. Everyone's dressed in black.
right.
You know, like there's some sort of black ops team or something. I mean, what do you got to be so? What do you have to be stealth for? You got a superpower. What are you hiding? You know,
Right.
why hide it? Flaunt it. You got to flaunt it.
What do you think of the
If I had a
new?
superpower and I was a superhero, I, I let them know I was coming, man.
What do you think of the new RoboCop?
They got an all black again.
Right. Which wouldn't make
I'm talking about
sense.
the costume.
Right. No, but
I
it would make sense to make him silver and stand out. He's a cop. He's supposed
yeah.
to. You're supposed to see him coming. He's supposed to. Hey, that's the law. Look, you're not supposed to blend in the background, blend in the
Right.
night.
And he's on a black motorcycle. Can you imagine him on the highway? Someone's going to hit him.
Yeah, that makes no
I mean,
sense.
it just,
Nobody thought that through.
no, there's a lot of things they don't do.
No, they didn't.
They got to turn to our show first before they try
Yeah,
putting stuff off.
yeah, we're the authority.
Oh, the other character, that was the other thing. I was a fan of Battlestar Galactica, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I watched all the shows. The first season, that horrible Battlestar Galactica 80, and then the reimagined one. I was more upset that they took Starbuck and made him a female. You know, I mean,
Oh man.
and then after I finally accept her, I figure, all right, she'll probably get married to Apollo. No, they marry her off to a Cylon. I'm like, wasn't too happy about any of that. But with this whole thing of reimagining the torch, people have got to understand that between the 30s and 60s, there were no black superheroes.
Right.
Every comic was a white superhero, right?
That is
It
true.
wasn't
Yeah.
until like the mid 60s when Marvel came up with the Black Panther, and you had the first black superhero. The irony in the name isn't lost there. The 60s
Right.
and Black Panther, but at least And then in the 70s, the Super Friends came up with Black Vulcan, I think it was. And then it wasn't
um.
until 77
They had the
that
Hawk.
that Black Lightning.
When did they do Storm? When did Marvel?
Marvel did the X-Men in 19. I remember it was right before Star Trek, 1963. I'm not that old, people. I just know the history. I'm just like, wow, how's he? No, it's yeah. They did the first X-Men series in '63. Storm was in the when they revamped it. So we're looking in the '70s, mid '70s.
I'm actually looking up Shazam. Black
And
Panther. Who else we had going on? was a couple of them.
Just getting out with the Black Lightning. So you have Black Lightning, Black Vulcan, and Black Panther. But if you look at it, all right, you finally got some African American superheroes, but they're all
Right.
labeled black.
Right.
I mean, what is
You had to be black something.
right? But then they finally came up with the Falcon. I have a friend who I asked him who his favorite hero was, and he said Falcon, and I was like, really, why? And he told me because he didn't have the word black in front of it. You know? And the same thing with Power Man, Luke Cage. Now the other thing is, the thing is, if you're gonna do a superhero movie, and you want anybody to play the part, does it go both ways?
Hmm.
In other words, can I play Luke Cage? You see what I'm saying, Seven?
I'm trying to actually figure out some footage on that. I did find. I'm gonna pump this up real quick because we are live, folks. Let's see. Yes, here we go. We do got Mr. Falcon. You know, I actually heard rumors that he might actually be in Super Friends.
Who?
Falcon.
Falcon's Marvel.
Wait a minute. Whoops.
You mean in Captain America?
Oh yes, he is. Oops.
Yeah, he's
Sorry
gonna
about
be.
that.